chicken wings are on the menu at the Young's house, and I am super excited to show you all how to make crispy baked chicken wings Gina Young style. This recipe is so much fun to make. It's easy. Anybody you feed it to, they're gonna love it. So make sure you make a lot. Here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need your chicken wings. Now these chicken wings, I have washed them off using lemon juice, salt, and cold water. I give them a nice scrub and rinse them off and pat them dry with a paper towel. You're gonna need about 2 or 3 tablespoons of butter. We're gonna be using Sazon seasoning packet, okay? We're also gonna use a little bit of Creole seasoning. We're gonna use black pepper, Italian seasoning if you like it. I have some onion powder, chicken bouillon powder, and I have some lemons that I wanna use up. I got a nice fresh sweet Vidalia onion. Make sure your hands are clean. Let's make crispy baked chicken. Y'all are having a great day today, and if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this here recipe. So the first thing that we're going to do, let's go ahead and take these wings from, let me show you, this state where the wing is kind of floppy, and we just take it and literally fold it behind itself, and it looks a little bit more pleasingly aesthetic. At least I think so. A lot of people like to, you know, they don't mind when they cook their wings and this part is sticking up. That is one thing that absolutely bothers me. And if you're like me, just take it and push it behind itself, and it looks like this. At this point, if you were to see, of course, any feathers like this one, you can just take the time, just pull them out. When I was younger, I used to watch my dad take a lighter and burn the feathers off. I've never done that. I just pluck them out and they come out super easy. All right, I'm gonna get these done just like this, and we're gonna season them. And we're not gonna be afraid to season them because otherwise they would be flavorless. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go right in with this Sazon seasoning packet. It always is gonna give your food a gorgeous color and an ultimate taste, okay? So I have 2 packets here. Look at that beautiful color, that orange color. This is gorgeous when you're cooking rice. It makes your rice a beautiful color. And then we'll use this other seasoning packet for the other side, of course. I'm going right in with your favorite Cajun seasoning, right? Let's put a little bit of spice in your life, okay? Not too much. We ain't trying to knock anybody's socks off, right? But now we're gonna put some black pepper. I will be grabbing my parsley flakes, dried parsley flakes, so we can give them a bit of color when they bake up. So this is a bit of Italian seasoning, really will brighten up the whole aspect of how they taste, and a lot of onion powder on purpose. And then for my salt, you can decide if you want to just use regular salt, you can. I'm using chicken bouillon powder. This is going to give you the ultimate taste. And season the other side up, okay? Just like this. How many of you love chicken wings? When it comes to the chicken parts, I can be honest and say chicken wings has to be my favorite. Over the breast, over the thighs, and the legs, the chicken wings for me, the chicken wings does it for me. I love chicken wings. Yes, it's just a little bit of meat, you know, but if you make them right, listen to me. I'm talking about delicious, whether you're baking them, air frying them, frying them. I love chicken wings. I don't know if you guys are like me. Do you feel like the chicken wing remains nice and juicy like the chicken thigh does? Because I do. I totally feel like that. Chicken wings don't dry out. Like, have you ever had a chicken wing that was dry? Because I haven't. All right, here we go. And when we buy our chicken wings, we buy them by the loads because we eat a lot of it. Okay, I'm gonna put some black pepper on here. I did grab out my parsley flakes. So what we're gonna be doing is we're going to be cutting up this nice, beautiful sweet Vidalia onion, and we're going to put those onions in the bottom of our pan. Those onions are going to get roasted. They're going to release a nice sweet taste into our chicken. And like literally when you serve the plate, scoop up some of those roasted onions that's at the bottom of that pan and put it on your loved one's plate, and it's just so delicious. Look at this. By the time you're done seasoning, this is what I want your chicken to look like. I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. I happen to have some slices of lemon. I'm going to go ahead and put these slices of lemon just in the bottom of the pan, and it roasts, and it's going to put a great taste onto your chicken. All right, so we're going to take this sweet Vidalia onion. Make sure it's a Vidalia onion. We're going to slice it, dice it, whatever you want to do. Basically, just get it into the pan so it can roast and put that amazing flavor onto your chicken. Let's go ahead and slice up this beautiful onion. If you wanted to put some bell peppers in the bottom of the pan, you could do that as well. All right, just like this, everybody into the pan, and then we're going to strategically put the chicken right on top with about 3 tads of butter on top of the chicken into the oven, 350 degrees. Let's get our chicken right into the pan. Look how gorgeous. Oh my goodness. The house is about to smell absolutely amazing. I'd love to hear from you all in the comment section. What side dish would you make with these crispy baked fried wings? Crispy baked fried wings, that's what we'll call them. Put that little bit more parsley flakes, because I like, no matter what I'm making, I want it to look gorgeous. I really do. I wouldn't care if I was cooking for kids. I want it to look beautiful every time. I think that I'm going to make a nice fluffy bed of white rice to go with mine, and maybe some green beans on the side. I guess we'll just see. My family just reminded me that we had some beautiful yellow squash. I'm going to go ahead and make that, and that's going to be our side dish. This is going to go over very well with this chicken. Okay, so you see that we cut the ends off. And when you're making squash, it's funny because I hear a whole lot of people saying they're not a fan of squash. Is it because you've never tried it before, or maybe you didn't grow up eating it? If you try it Gina Young style, you're going to love it. It's simple, it's easy, it's delicious, and it's healthy, right? So now when you're slicing this, you never want to slice it too thin. If you slice it too thin, it turns into complete mush. And that's not what we're looking for. We're looking to cook it in a tiny bit of oil. I don't know if y'all can see, but it's just really enough oil to coat the bottom of the pan. And no, I wouldn't use butter. The reason why I wouldn't use butter is because butter burns. And then it'll give this a burnt taste, and then I'm done, right? Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. So watch the size that I like to cut the squash, trying to make them all around like the same size like this. This is perfect. Any much thinner than that, it's going to be mush. All right, so we're going to chop them down. Make sure you wash them off. Anything you bring home, fruits, vegetables, wash them off, because people handle these in the store. They smell them. They do all kinds of stuff. If you've ever been in your local market and watched people over in the produce section, they're shaking the vegetables, touching them, sneezing. I wash my veggies and fruits off, and you need to do it too. All right, so we're going to do this. In the meantime, this pan is heating up. It's like on a medium heat right now. All right, we're going to be seasoning this with only salt and pepper. Me personally, I love the flavor of this absolutely so much. It really doesn't even need salt and pepper. So if you just want to cook it up, it's delicious that way. I put salt and pepper on it because my family may want a little bit of seasoning on it, but this has a buttery, it's just a gorgeous taste by itself. When you salt it, don't use too much. It's super important that when you put these into the pan, you cannot stack them on top of each other, okay? They can't look like this in the pan because they would steam and that would turn into mush. How would you do them? Well, look at this. You would place them into your pan just like this, and when you're flipping them over, individually flip them over, okay? You want the circumference of this vegetable to touch the bottom of the pan so they get a nice char. And the char is going to be pretty dark, like you were cooking these on the grill, and that's when you're going to achieve the best flavor for these yellow squash. Now, if I was cooking a zucchini, and sometimes I make zucchini and squash together, I slice it the same way. It gets cooked and seasoned the exact same way. So you see, by us making sure that they don't stack on top of each other, we're going to need to fry them in different batches or in 2 different pans like I'm going to be doing today. Easy recipe. See that right there? That's what you're looking for. And even a little bit darker if you want to. I'm going to put it back down on this side so it can get a bit darker. But when I was talking about that char that you're going to patiently wait for that. That means good taste there. So the perfect time to season them, I think, is when both of the sides of the squash has that beautiful char. They're almost done. Sprinkle lightly with salt and pepper. If you do it now, salt, as we know, salt releases water out of things. So if you salt it now, you're going to put water into this pan and that will create steam. So I just like to wait. Second batch looks gorgeous. It actually looks like lemon slices, right? Squash is done, really just that quick. And now I'm going to do, just like I said, that little tiny bit of pepper, teeny weeny bit. That's a funny word, teeny weeny. Teeny weeny bit of salt. Our side dish is done. Take a look at this chicken. Are you kidding me? And you can just imagine the flavor that the onions and that little bit of lemon that we put in there has put into the chicken. Oh my goodness. Listen to me. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. I know there's some chicken wings gone. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, but you're waiting on, tell your family and friends. Tell the world what Gina's doing every single day in this kitchen. And Father, we thank you on today for this meal, your hedge of protection and your love. Amen.